Hello everyone, SMA Watts here, and we are playing some classic Pauper, and we are playing a Madness Dredge Tortured Existence deck, which is green-black. We are not going to mulligan this hand. We're playing against Deluxikov. Hello, and GLs. Apparently something's wrong with... what's wrong? Oh, okay. Alright, so... Mistrade thought, Deluxikov upkeep, F6, sorry. Alright, and he seems to be on some variation of white. So... Oh, I don't need to be... Well, actually, we kind of do need that stop at times. Alright. This is really a deck I actually should be playing kind of quickly, because it has a lot of play to it. Ooh, he's playing a... Well, we have a good card against him. Raven's Crime is not it, but we are going to... Oh. Raven's Crime him. So we're playing against a Soul Sisters deck. Yeah, I don't really gain anything by doing that, but I want to have access to... I figure that gives me the option of playing the Rot Farm. Squawk. Yeah, we're not going to do anything on his turn. That's fine. Alright, we draw... Well, not the ideal card, but... Go ahead and play the Wayfinder. Oh. Keep doing that. Actually, don't stop my turn. Alright. Yeah, lose a life. Alright, well... That was what I didn't want to have happen. So, play the Rot Farm, bounce the Forest, and say done. Because I really wanted that Tortured Existence, so I was considering playing Commune with the Gods over the Wayfinder to hopefully hit a Torture. Soul Warden. Not really worried about their life, about his life total. I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I should just. Yeah. And good. The Satyr held him off for the 1. Oh, actually, I don't want to Stinkweed Imp this turn. So, if he's got something... Yep. If he has... yeah, he didn't have anything to stop it from wiping him. Good. So that means he's basically just got a handful of Squadron Hawks. And we're going to really commune with the gods a lot next turn to try and find a Tortured Existence. Alright, so right off the bat, black, commune with the gods. I think I'd rather have the Yeah, the other guy in the graveyard. Meet with the gods. Hey, we found our tortured existence. Alright. Go ahead. Alright, Core Skyfisher. Squadron Hawk. Alright, we actually need to pop our graveyard out. Makes it way easier to play this deck. Alright, so sadly we did not draw a land. I'm debating about whether or not it's better. Alright, I don't have enough black mana this turn to actually Alright, so I have 5. I can Madness, discarding choosing Crypt Rat. And we're just going to discard this because we need to actually cast the Crypt Rat. And there's that is a terrible way to tap the mana. Crypt Rat. And then we'll just say done. Yep, we're going to take a hit for 4. Another Core Skyfisher. Bouncing. His planes. Actually, cycle. Alright. I'm going to pop that back out. Black. Tortured Existence. Trade those to gain the 2 life. Mill ourselves for 2 to gain 2 more life. Go ahead and sweep the board for 3. Play a Satyr. Get a Terramorphic Expanse. Alright. Play the Terramorphic Expanse and say done. Oh, this deck's very time consuming. Core Skyfisher's fine. Soul Warden's fine. Alright, now we'll just draw. We drew Terramorphic. So go ahead and grab our Crypt Rats. Paint a black mana. Discarding that. Play our Crypt Rat. You gain a life. It could have been done a little better, couldn't it have? Okay, so okay. Another swamp. Let's get our Brownscale. Get our Brownscale. And untap. Don't need to draw. Raven's Crime you. Get our Predatory Nightstalker. Yep. Make him sack a creature. Yes, I'd like to use the ability. Get in there. Alright. This deck has so many. This deck is so full of plays. Yep. Attack. So what I'm going to do here is, I don't have a Tilling Treefolk in my graveyard yet, do I? Nope. So at the end of his turn, we're going to get the Arrogant Wurm into play. Alright, let's get back our Brownscale. Discard with Madness. Okay, cast with Madness. And we're not even going to bother getting the extra life. We're pretty far ahead here. And then end of his turn, we are going to discard a Grave Scrabbler, cast it with Madness, get back an Arrogant Wurm, and a... Wait, do we have another Arrogant Wurm in our graveyard? No, I already got the one back. Okay. Veteran Armorer is fine. Alright, Fume Spitter. Discard with Madness. Cast with Madness. Get back. Alright. This one's targeting first Fume Spitters. This one has to target the deeper one. Yes. Okay. Alright. We'll go ahead and get back. Sure, Golgari Brownscale. Choose discard replacement effect. Discard with Madness. Cast with Madness. Okay, and this will get us back Battlefield Scrounger. Yes. And that'll do it for his end step. Oh, I accidentally tapped too much mana. Sure. Get back a Fume Spitter, discarding that. Okay. All in attack. I think he's just dead. Oh wait, I gave him the option to be alive. Nope. Okay. I did exactly enough. Whew, this deck has a lot of moving parts. So we're playing against White Weenie. Playing against Soul Sisters. So I think Arrogant Wurm and another Battlefield Scrounger is probably good. We might want to bring in our Deadly Recluses just because they do act like... All right, what are we taking out? Like, I think Krosan Tusker for an Arrogant Wurm makes sense. They're probably going to bring in Enchantment Hate, so we probably need to just play a better grindy game. So we bring another Golgari, and I think we take out a Stinkweed Imp. Yeah, I think that's about where I want to be. Although I suppose if he's going to be coming after my, like, assuming he's bringing in Enchantment Hate. What did I accidentally bring in? The Predatory Nightstalker. Yeah, I think this is where we want to be. I'm really not sure. Like, this is my first time really playing the deck. Alright, so turn one. We can play Tortured Existence. Soul Attendant, that's fine. Alright, so Tortured Existence. Next turn we will play I think maybe we want to Commune to try and just get stuff in our graveyard, but actually we can't because we played that. So I guess we play Rot Farm and we'll see what we draw. Yeah, so I'm going to Raven's Crime you. And play a Rot Farm. And say done. I might actually end up, I think I might end up pitching the, like unless he plays Squadron Hawk here, I think I'm just going to go after the rest of his hand. Alright. Let's see what he discards to that. Unmake. Unmake was the card he wanted to, he didn't really want to discard, I'm guessing, so... Shamana's Blessing, giving that protection from black, okay. And getting rid of the other Shamana's Blessing. Oh yeah, we're out of mana. So we've successfully ripped his hand apart. Oh, if I top deck Squadron Hawk. It's a good top deck there. Alright. We drew Brownscale. Alright. We're going to go ahead and play our Wayfinder. Yep, you can gain 2 life. Not really worried about what life total he gets to. Ugh, that's not exactly what I really wanted there. But yeah, let's... I don't care that those are revealed. There's, I guess, little advantage to not Ravenscriming him to try and get rid of his... extra Squadron Hawks. Alright. Always yield. Always yield. Do I want to do a replacement effect? I do get 2 life if I draw this, but I don't have a discard outlet. Alright, so we've removed his hand. Oh, and we'll attack with our 1/1. Grr. Alright, we traded a Squadron Hawk for a 1/1, which is, we're perfectly happy with that. Alright, he successfully sees the Arrogant Wurm coming. But didn't tank his land to give me the impression. Discard with Madness. Cast with Madness. Alright, in combat, so let's target him, discard him. And let's just go ahead and, yeah, cast him. You gain life, that's always going to happen. Grab a Golgari Rot Farm. Ooh, we got the Tilling Treefolk though. That's good. Cycles away a land. Suture Priest. That's fine. Alright, Brownscale for Brownscale. That's just to gain the life, yeah. Alright. So I've got a bunch of mana. I could wipe out everything except for his one protection guy, which seems good. So no, wrong thing. Cancel Tortured Existence. I want the Crypt Rat. I'll discard that. Play Crypt Rat. Yeah. Rat for 1. And he played a Morph, which I believe is the enchantment. Yeah, I don't really get anywhere discarding at this particular juncture. Alright, yeah, we'll declare attackers. Alright, so play a swamp. Yep. Yeah. Alright, I want my Tilling Treefolk back. I will discard him. Discard with Madness. Okay. Cast with Madness. And that'll get me back Crypt Rat just so I have it. Yes. Actually, let's just go ahead and Tilling Treefolk, turning Forest and Swamp. Yes. Alright, played a land for this turn. Brownscale for Brownscale. Case does protection. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the enchantment, but I'm perfectly willing to let him just morph it. Yeah. Okay. Attack with everything. Yeah, I should have done what I wasn't even thinking. Alright, I want the Predatory Nightstalker back. I'll pitch that. Yes. Play my swamp. No. Alright, and go. Raven's Crime you, because I drew one. There's no reason to leave him with cards in hand when I don't have to. Commune with the Gods. Alright. Thanks. 3 games. Alright, so we got there in round 1. I will say, this deck is actually pretty taxing to play.